My anger can build four-story building.
Tune in every Friday from 11 a.m. for Power Talk as we share the latest peak.
We'll talk about the grid and all the ways we are getting rid of outages and blackouts.
Power Talk
On Fridays at 11 a.m.
exclusive on Enyimba FM 94.3.
Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba.
More than a radio.
Enyimba FM 94.3 Aba.
Yeah, man.
Yo, man, hold on, man. Y'all got to turn them radios up. Y'all got to turn them up. Turn them radios up.
Enyimba FM 94.3. Enyimba FM. Enyimba FM 94.3 Aba.
And now, issues and views.
Well, thank you so much for staying tuned. We're streaming live on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Enyimba943FM. Also, join the conversation on our WhatsApp platform. The WhatsApp platform is 0809 666 0943. All right. Also, be part of the conversation on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Enyimba943FM. We've got a website. All the stories that we share with you, some exclusives, you can also get them on our website. It is enyimbafm.com. And aftermath of that report that we did about the bad spots, that railway crossing close to Bata along Abaweri Road, the government responded 2 days later, and I think work is ongoing if it has not been completed. But as of the last time I went through that road, work is ongoing just to ease the traffic along that route. That is how we will be going, visiting places right here in Aba to pinpoint some places to the government so that something will be done. We have so many roads that have not been visited in Aba, which actually needs the attention of the government, which we will definitely do. You know, I told you we are the middleman. You know the job of a middleman in business now. We are the middleman between the governed. You are the governed now and the government. All right. So that's our job. That's what we do. And we're so happy that after that report, the government yielded to our demands. I can call it demands. So our advice that something should be done about that bad spot along Abaweri Road. It's a federal road, but we use it. We ply that route, and hopefully something will be done too about other bad roads in Aba. All right, let's move on now. Let's talk about waste management. We understand that the new GM of the Abia State Environmental Protection Agency, ASEPA, Mr. Ogbonna Okereke, has resumed duty, and he reviewed something. I said I would share with you, although I had the prior info about this, that the government is producing over 100 units of waste disposal buckets. You know those big buckets now, those big buckets that we dump our refuse on, which are placed in strategic places, which are found rather in strategic places. 100 of them are being produced. In fact, some are being distributed at the moment. I don't know if you've seen new receptacle bucket, blue in color. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening right now to ensure cleaner cities. You know, at some point we had the Bosteros commercial city was so filled with dirt, which is not a very good thing, a very good way to describe a city like Aba. And we're so concerned about the cleanliness of the city. And one thing is, as government is doing its own, you should also do your own. Dispose at the right time. Very important. Couple of days ago, I shared with you how four persons were convicted at sanitation court at Aba North local government there. Yes, 4 of them, they were convicted. Now they are ex-convicts. Why? Because you may see it as something that is very minute. One not so serious wahala, not so serious issue. Dispose at the allotted time for disposal. I think it's from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's 5 in the evening till 9 p.m. That is the only time you can dispose your refuse. So don't say you do not know. There is no ignorance in law. There is one Latin phrase that all these lawyers use. Lato parase. I don't know. I'm just acting funny this morning. Don't mind me. But do not say you do not know. Don't claim ignorance of the law. Dispose at the appropriate time. 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. rather to 9 p.m. Even though some persons are clamoring and saying that it should be reviewed, the environmental law should be reviewed so that people can dispose at any time they like. That is also subject to conversation this morning when I throw the lines open. But I understand that these receptacle buckets are being distributed to strategic places in Aba. So that's a very good one, I believe, and hopefully something will be done about that as soon as possible so that Aba will be clean. From there, we move to road construction. We keep drawing the attention of the government to some of these things. So let's talk about the crisis in Abia House of Assembly before we move to national issues. We put priority in Abia stories, especially Abbas. We're for Abba. We are the elephant in the city, and that's why we're Enyimba 94.3 FM. PDP has 11 members in the 24-member House. Labour Party with 10, YPP with 2, APC with 1. You are conversant with the crisis in the Abia State House of Assembly. Severally, the PDP lawmakers have staged a walkout claiming bias in the distribution of the principal officer's position and saying that they also alleged that the governor is interfering and said the speaker should come from the side, the majority leader, according to the rule of the House, the other rule of the House. But for the very first time, in a release by the Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ferdinand Ekema, who speaks for the governor, he has spoken for the very first time. He said he can only intervene in the crisis rocking the Abia State House of Assembly on the request of members of the House. That was what he said. On the request of the members of the House. So that's the thing. That was what he said. So hopefully, maybe the members will invite the governor to interfere in their activities. But there are two different tiers of government. The governor is the head of the legislative of the executive arm. Sorry about that. And the speaker is in charge of the legislative arm, while the assembly members are more like the cabinet members, if you can put it that way. So, well, that's it about that. So let's go straight to national issues. Quickly, this morning, this was discussed. It was part of the conversation on the Good Morning Enyimba show, the Nigeria Today, with confidence. And this morning, she discussed about the appropriate palliative measures to cushion the effect of this subsidy removal. How much do you think, and how do you think Nigerians can, the government can help to reduce the hardship, the untold hardship that this subsidy removal has put on Nigerians? But it seems some governors have decided to find a way around it, like the Imo State governor, neighboring state here. He announced 40,000 naira new minimum wage for civil servants in the state. He stated this. He had a meeting with Imo State Stakeholders Forum at a Rockview Hotel in Owerri over the weekend, and he said civil servants deserve to be pampered as they are the engine room. Not David now. They are the engine room of any administration that wants to succeed. So he said his administration will continue to partner hand in hand with civil servants in the development of the state. Free coastal bus transit now that conveys workers from home to office and back to their homes. Part of his desire to bring him back the glory days of workforce in Imo State. Neighboring Rivers State also has done something. In fact, I think this week they will be launching a mass transit scheme, subsidized one, for everyone, not only workers in the state. That's in neighboring Rivers State. And I'm still going to extend that conversation on this program this morning. What do you think it is the best way? How do you think the government can go about cushioning the effect of subsidy removal rather for the masses? Because it seems most of these governors are focusing or are beaming their light only on the workers. Workers are not the only citizens bearing the effect of a subsidy removal. Although when you give them palliatives, it has a multiplier effect on other people, other persons now. So it has its multiplier effects. When you increase their salaries, the traders will also feel the impacts in the high volume of trade. So but that's, I will leave that to you to also join the conversation this morning when I throw the lines open. I'm moving so fast so that we can have your thoughts this morning. Let's talk about the National Assembly, which is another big story this morning, apart from the story coming from Abia State Tribunal. What is going on? Nigerians are not so happy with this because I've seen I have seen comments on social media. Nigerians are talking about this present National Assembly, which may not be a very good start. The National Assembly is getting 70 billion in the 2022 supplementary appropriation bill that was just passed, where the 500 billion is shared to Nigerians. I have a copy of a breakdown of that supplementary budget. I saved it somewhere on my system. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. Yeah, I do have it here. 500 billion naira for palliatives and other capital expenditure to cushion the effect of recent subsidy removal. Then, out of the supplementary budget, 70 billion naira was earmarked to the National Assembly to support the working conditions of new members. And Nigerians saw that and said, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening? What is going on? 70 billion naira for you? What are you going to do?" Which also elicited rather the conversation about we spend too much on governance, saying we should have a unilateral legislature instead of bicameral legislature. Let me just delve into it. Farmers who suffered devastating 2022 floods across the country will be getting 19 billion naira. How it will be shared, I don't know. I'm only giving you breakdown details of the allocation as contained in the document that I have. Remember, the president forwarded a bill to amend the 2022 Supplementary Act. The supplementary bill had earlier been passed by the 9th Assembly, so it will be tinkered with. And when it is tinkered with, and we have the details, but it is not clear if the 70 billion naira for the National Assembly is part of the 281 billion naira provided in the 2023 budget for the National Assembly. It is not clear because the 2023 budget has 281 billion naira for the National Assembly. So this is another 70 billion as supplementary budget. So one will be asking, is it the same? Is it different? That is left for you to decide. I'm only doing the analysis so that you have an idea of who gets what, which money was allocated to where. All right? Okay, I hope we are on the same page. All right, fine, fantastic. So let's move on. 70% of this 469 member federal legislature are new. 70% of them, both the senators and the House members, now House of Representative members, if you combine them together, there are 469 in total. So 70% are new. But in the dire economic situation of the country, the federal lawmakers are also demanding upward review of their salaries, allowances to offset the impact of removal of fuel subsidy, just to mention a few. And that has elicited reactions from Nigerians. They say, hey, you guys should put human face in what you're doing. Nigerians are suffering, and you're saying that you're on 70 billion. But I guess because Nigerians are complaining, it got the attention of those in charge. The spokesperson of the Senate had a conversation with journalists over the weekend because it was a very serious issue. Yemi Adaramodu, he's a senator from Ekiti State, and he said no member of the National Assembly will receive cash, will receive that money in cash, will receive any money from the 70 billion naira budgeted to support their working condition. He said that the fund is to purchase furnitures, to carry out repairs in the lawmakers' offices. All right? just to tell you what the money is for. So to clean up the offices and also for repairs. So suffice to say that the passage is part of the absolute constitutional duty of the Senate, according to him. He said he would not want to join issues with the mischief and misrepresentation that a portion of that bill was just to gift the senators for passing it. He said a visit to the suits, according to him, offices and general structures of the National Assembly will reveal the need for exigent attention. He said many senators had to bring in their chairs, they had to bring in their tables, their electronics, in many cases to do sundry repairs. So the much debated allocation is not to be paid to the legislator. The senators, man, they're so passionate about their jobs. They're bringing in their personal things just to work for Nigerians. Wow, kudos to them. So he said there are thousands of workers and service providers whose working environment needs a facelift, which this 70 billion naira will also take care of. This is coming at a time that the CSOs are not so happy with the 8,000 naira monthly palliative. I say, how long will it go? How far? It's not so good. Well, that's it about that. Interesting. Comments are really pouring in on this issue on social media. Simeon Onyeji says 70 billion naira to 1,000 plus lawmakers. No, they have 400 and something plus, not 1,000 plus, please. Just to put facts in order. That's Simeon Onyeji on our Facebook, where it says 8,000 for 12 million poor Nigerians. Tinubu, where did you drop your sayings? That's not fair. All right. Mick Lord, Aki, well done. 8,000 each for 12 million Nigerians per month, 200 per day. A cup of local rice is 200. Anyways, I'm going to entertain more calls and more comments, both on the WhatsApp platform and also on the Facebook page as event unfolds on this program this morning. All right, that's it about that. I know you must have heard that some persons are saying APC national chairman resigned. We cannot categorically tell you that. Some tabloids reported that, but we cannot categorically tell you that because there is no official statement from the national headquarters of the APC till this morning. The rumors were very so heavy in the media yesterday. Reaching out to the APC national chairman, no comment, nothing is coming out. But we all know that there is a crisis, but it is not well known to the media. No one is talking. There were controversies over his alleged resignation. Some sources said the embattled chairman resigned. Some persons said it was a rumor. But we cannot confirm the alleged resignation as of press time this morning. Top APC chieftains that were contacted were giving conflicting information. So this is coming 2 days before the long-awaited crucial national caucus and the national executive committee of the party. But let me refresh your memory. Remember that the national chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, did not support the candidacy of Bola Tinubu. Is this a payback time? I'm only thinking out loud, please. I don't know. I'm only thinking out loud. He didn't support him. He supported Lawan, Ahmed Lawan, and against all odds, Bola Tinubu now emerged as the candidate of APC, the presidential candidate, before becoming the president. They even accused him, some persons, some quarters in the APC, they even accused him of not supporting him after becoming the candidate of the party. So these are some of the undertones to this. But before the end of the day or before the end of tomorrow, we will definitely get the full details of this particular issue. All right. And we'll weigh into the conversation and have an idea of what is going on. So let's have your thought this morning. Enough of these issues. We have a lot of issues this morning, but let's have your thoughts. The lines are very much open, but Poleso Inka demands a public holiday for traditionalists against the backdrop of his 89th birthday celebrations. He made 3 demands of the federal government to the federal government, and out of the 3, one caught my attention. I said I will share it with you, my guys, this morning. that security or agencies should reopen on the resolved cases of religious killings, public holiday to be created for traditionalists. So that's he brought up also. Let's have a thought. Let's talk. The phone lines are very much open now. 0809 666 0943 or 0708 0000918. Okay, since the WhatsApp is down, please. Hopefully that will be resolved ASAP. All right. But the Facebook is up and running. Facebook is facebook.com/Enyimba 943 FM. Let's talk. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Michael. How are you this morning?
I'm fine this morning. Good morning to you.
Thank you very much. I'm Pastor Uche John from Ariaria.
All right, Pastor Uche John.
Let me hit on 2 points very quickly. First, it's about the Abia refuse management.
Yes.
So we remain in this archaic system that the colonial masters left for us, using big buckets on the road, and their dangerous also at their positions. Yeah, I'm saying if after went to university to study about environmental management by the health officials, and they couldn't get it or to upgrade the system, they should go to Europe or a neighboring African country to learn from them, because you don't mind that it takes a time to do away with the refuse. That's one. Two, on the federal government, going also in the system of low mental presentation or communication to the citizens by telling us how much the billions they spend in this and that. I want to flash our mind back to the 1979 to 83, the then governor of Imo State, Sam Bakwe. He coined with Alexa Kwame of the best memory and also Shehu Shagari. He collected a loan from the World Bank to come back to Old Imo. That resulted developing Aba, building companies in Old Imo State, Aba Omai, Okigwe, Owerri, and etc. He built Golden Chicken Place at Obey, very large company, so that people can be employed and working. Today, chicken business in Nigeria is in the hands of foreigners. You can be a witness to that, because in Europe you have many companies of them. I have a poultry farm. We buy a chicken, a day-old chick at 700 naira, and you pay waiting for 6 months time for them to supply you these birds. And we spend much in their hands. I'm crying and pleading with our government. Open your eyes, open your reasoning. Help us to live in this country. Invest this money in companies. So our children that went to school can develop. Myself, I didn't attend any university, but you can hear my voice and see my skills. That is God-given gift. Those of us who didn't go to school, let them be employed. And also, in our low distance capacity, we can contribute in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very, very interesting and wonderful contribution this morning from you, Pastor Uche John from Ariaria. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Michael.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Yes, this is Brandon William. I'm calling from Aba.
All right.
I want to talk about the concerning increasing workers' salary by this time.
Minimum wage 40,000.
Michael, this time is it the right time? But I believe.
So you don't think it is a goodwill for the workers?
No. I don't think it's a good one, but I know the reason why he's doing that, but
okay, because of the election coming up. So okay, I now get the angle.
Yeah,
I get your side of.
That's the reason. But for me, I don't think he's going back there anymore.
Okay.
As for other PDP, anytime you mention PDP here in Nigeria, I don't feel happy. They should go and arrest. It's over for them for 24 good years, nothing to show. Now they're coming back. All those things they're saying, it's nothing. So they should go and arrest. That's my understanding. Thank you very much for asking me.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
evening.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. How you doing?
I'm fine. Evangelist Window Casey on the line.
You're welcome,
How was your
Evangelist.
weekend?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, so information. I want to inform you that one of my aunties, whose husband is expecting his pension for the war, he called me on Friday evening and told me that the alert came.
Oh, it finally came. You know, I said it on Friday
Yes, you can't imagine the excitement. I'm telling you in that family. So I want to say kudos to the governor for keeping to his word. Yeah, I want to react on this 70 billion the National Assembly is allotting to themselves.
Okay.
You see what we are talking in this country. We are talking on how to set cushion on the removal of subsidy bites on the poor people, and look at what they are busy allotting some portion of billions to themselves, despite the ones they have already appropriated in the budget for themselves, and they are not even thinking a way of doing it to alleviate the suffering of the masses. They are all for themselves. They talk about themselves. This is not the kind of National Assembly we need in this country. We need people that will go there and speak for the entire citizenry. Secondly, reacting on the Otis the tribunal, the PDP took to the tribunal. This is quite different case from what is happening to Mba of any. This one, Enugu said was a forgery, which NYC officers has come to the tribunal to testify that they didn't issue such certificate. This one is a different thing. So I don't know why they are trying to raise those about nothing. They are just making more out of nothing. That they are just saying holds no water. And I want to ask them, allow this man who has good heart for the alliance to rule this nation. Let me change the narrative of the system here.
Evangelist Andrew KC, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Do appreciate. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael Oni.
Maz, is that you?
Yeah, this is me, reporting from Aba, Holy Land and Blessed Land of Biafra, Land of Rising Sun.
You're welcome. How was your weekend?
We're very fine, and yours?
I'm also fine. Welcome on board. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, let me move direct to Abuja. The issue of National Assembly, 70 billion naira that was allocated to them, and they are not telling us they are going to use to buy new furniture to new members of the House of Rep and Senate. If I may ask, are they trying to say that those senators or House of Representatives don't have any furniture? Look at the amount of money that was allocated to them, 40 billion naira. And they even allocated 70 billion naira to buy furniture, and they even allocated 40 billion naira to buy vehicle. Then when you add these two money, you have 110 billion naira. Then when you divide the 110 billion naira by the members of the House of Representatives, which is 469 people, each of them will get 234 million. 541,500.
You really done your homework. Go on, please. I like your calculation.
I'm just saying it's true.
Okay.
Each of them will go home with 234 million, 541,577 naira point 83 kobo. Each of them will go, and the another a poor Nigerian will go home in a month 8,000 naira times 6 months, which is 48,000. Have you seen the difference? Why it is the poor Nigerians, some of them who stand under the rain and the sun to elect them as members of House of Reps and Senators. They should remember there is God. There is God. This is a country that don't have a refinery. They cannot look for a way or to sacrifice their personal interest to build a refinery or to build another company. They are only after for their own selfish interest. There is God. They are not happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi became a mathematician this morning. Doing the calculation and breaking it down, 110 billion divided by 469 members of the National Assembly. You know, they are public officers, and when they come back home, their constituency also, their constituents rather, expect a lot from them. It is from this money that they share to the people, just to create a type of balance. I'm not justifying the money that has been earmarked to them. by through the budget. Anyway, it is still subject to approval, by the way, and they are still the ones that will approve and screen at the end of the day. Good morning to you.
Oh, good morning, Farmer.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
From First.
Comrade, how you doing this morning?
Yeah. We are beautiful, really.
All right.
Please, man, I would like the Abia State government to build its satellite and investigate these local government treasurers. A good number of them are thieves.
Okay, we can't use such words. You know, we do not have facts to substantiate that, comrade. All right. Okay.
Look, one of the problems the pensioners are facing today in Abia State was created by these local government treasurers. During the DAOG regime, when pensions were paid in cash, this pension will be paid in a month to the treasurers. And they will delay. They will not let the pensioners know. What we are doing was to call on those of them, the pensioners they know, on phone. And they will come. If you are at the rate of 100,000 naira, they will pay you 80,000 naira. That was what was happening during the PAOG regime. And many of them now, many of them have 2 to 3 to 4 story buildings here in Aba and over here. So I don't know why they should be so powerful, so much powerful, and more than the government of Abia State. I would like the problem they're creating for the government today, because government is this sub-treasurer. The government should investigate them, and they are not more powerful than the Abia State government. And again, PDP Abia State, I think we are done. There is anybody thinking of or dreaming of breaking Abia State or thinking of anything like image of PDP back in Abia State here again. The person is just I don't know how to say it now. They should go and rest. Okay, Igwe should go and focus on his previous business. And leave us alone. Thank you so much.
Thank you. He has the right to challenge what he believes in the court of law. So that is left for the court to decide anyways. Thank you so much, Comrade Ferguson from Fox Road this morning. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Michael Loni.
Yes, sir.
And your associate.
Thank you.
In the studio.
Thank you for joining us.
I am called Uche Mo. I am calling from Nkoro. Nkoro is in Ahafia local government.
All the way from Nkoro. How you doing? Uche Mo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
great.
problem. I'm okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to just give my opinion on this policy. Government has already decided 500 billion to share for 1 million families.
Yes.
In Nigeria. Yeah, their decision actually is okay to them. But you see, the problem we are having of these leaders is that when they decide, they cannot say, let us go outside. So the masses will rule and they speak their opinion. They will just decide and implement whatever they have decided. I'm not saying that the palliative is not okay, but such money, I want to ask a question. Can such money used to renovate moribund refineries? There are moribund refineries. If such money was used to renovate one of the refineries, at least Nigeria will be producing this oil, and the issue of subsidy removal will be sense of because, as I'm telling you, that money cannot reach to the downtrodden. I know what I'm saying because this money will be hijacked by all these political gladiators, and they share some to people they know, and all other people will not receive this palliative. So my own opinion, if they could channel the money to another side of development, it will be better. Then away from that.
Yes, you have 10 more seconds. Uche Mo.
Okay, Governor of Abia is saying that if the lawmakers call him for intervention, that he will intervene into their affairs. It's not good for the House to continue being in crisis. Let him intervene, whether they call him or no call him. That is evidence of good justice.
Thank you.
That is my submission this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for your submission, saying that this palliative money should be diverted to rehabilitate, even if it is just one refinery. That's coming from Uche Mo from Mboro. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yes, the commander of the airways.
Thank you.
Yeah. My name is Engineer Adidas. I'm calling from Aga.
All right, Engineer Adidas.
The fact that we keep talking about these national issues.
Yes.
We talk, and the people there on top, even the persons who are elected to represent us, they are not doing anything. This one has decided not to talk about the national issue.
Okay. Which of the issues do you want to talk about now?
Yes. Abia State said lack of compliance has made them not to pay local government work. Because yesterday I was with some of the local government workers.
Yes.
In fact, I said I would call this morning to bring it on board. But thank God it has been brought even before my business.
Yes.
I just want our dear government to please. There is no way a worker will work from 1st to 30th, and at the end of the day, he will go empty-handed, giving him or her flimsy excuses. That will not bring a good name to him as far as he is the governor of Abia State. I am appealing that whatever that needs to be done to see that these workers get their salary at Wendy, because Michael Oni is working. Engineer that I am working. At the end of the month, Michael Oni gets his salary, and that engineer that goes home empty-handed. Hearing that Michael Oni has been paid. My dear brother, how you think I'm now? Another one is ASEPA starts distribution of 4K. That is a good move. But just like what you mentioned here, that some people are complaining of the time that is being given to dispose refuse. Let them also look at, or I am appealing that they should amend this law of environmental law when they are supposed to be going for collection of debt. In fact, one of the things
that is left for the lawmakers to do now. You know, that law has been in place even before Alex Otis' administration.
Yes,
okay.
yes. But I am appealing to the necessary quarter. Let them also see to the law compelling the sanitation officers on when to go about collecting these refuse. Because we see today that when you see in the daytime they collect refuse, they go about and the refuse keep dropping on the road. I will appeal that and these buckets are being disposed. First of all, number one, let them go in time to collect the refuse even before it is being filled up. Because we see the situation where it's filled up and people start dropping anyhow. And also let them start collecting refuse at night and not in the daytime where it will make people uncomfortable. My name is Phil, Engineer.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Engineer
Michael.
Adidas. Thank you. Have a great day too. Do appreciate you. Keep your comments pouring in, especially on Facebook page. Onyekachi Brayo Brain, your message just dropped. Munachi Motimba, your message also just dropped. So keep those comments pouring. I'm going to run through all the comments this morning, but let's have more thoughts on the phone lines now. 0809 666 0943 or 0708 000 0918. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. Your voice is very low.
Okay, Michael.
Okay, great.
My name is Chichi. I am calling you from my ancestral home in Obakaloma, precisely.
All right.
Michael Oni, I want to really comment on the local government workers.
Okay.
It is absurd for a treasurer, an employee of a government, to withhold the necessary voucher for the payment of the workers. Who does that? That reason looks so absurd for me. I don't get it that a treasurer who really withhold the payment vouchers of thousands of workers just because he has an interest, and the government gives that as a reason. It's a slight on the face of the government. Two, Michael Oni, I want to authoritatively tell you that I have a lot of friends who are local government workers. I can tell you that Aba North local government, Okwa West have not gotten their local government salary as of Saturday.
Okay.
As of Saturday. Today is Monday. They have not received their alert. The government should be aware of that. Then at the same time, I wonder what is happening with our senators. Because sometimes, somewhere in Sierra Leone, a senator woke up one morning and told the fellow lawmakers that if he was really voted in to protect the interests of the electorate, how can he stay here and make the electorate that voted him try? So I wonder why a party sum of money will be shared to Nigerians and a heavy billions of naira is being used to service few people that has actually nothing to do with our life. I don't actually get it.
Okay.
It's an insensitivity to the highest order to the government. I urge LS to pay the local government workers from now to Tuesday. Please, they are dying of hunger.
All
That's
right,
my thing.
Chinye from Ubakala, thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. This morning, a regular caller too. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Lodi.
Yes, sir.
Please, I'm appealing to this our lawmakers. Let them leave that bulletproof cars they are proposing of billions of, I think it's 10 billion of naira. Let them take that money to refinery. Our refinery is not working. Our lawmakers want to go with the proof car. Where are we going to? We elect them to help us. How can we elect them? They are just going to squander this kind of money on bulletproof cars. Is it proper? Let them leave that thing alone. Let that money go to a refinery. Okay, look at the president say he will share 8,000 naira. Who will he share 8,000 naira to? Let all this money with this subsidy remover go to the refinery. Let it repair our refinery, 2 or 3 of them. If our refinery is working, all this fuel is 500. I hope it will come down. After, if it is 300, 400, it's better for us. Let them leave that alone. Okay, look how NDLE operators kill a small girl in Delta State. Who authorized the kind person that shoot that thing? Who authorized him? Let them go and train their workers. Because they kill innocent girls on that process. Let them go and train their workers on how to shoot.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's your name, please?
Oh, he's off. He didn't tell me his name. Another angle to this money by the lawmakers is that Femi Falana, you know him, the human rights activist. He's saying that it is even illegal. That's another angle to it. He said that it contravenes Section 70 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, which outlines the appropriate remuneration and allowances for members of the National Assembly. In fact, he cited some court judgments which have ruled against such excessive allowances and said it is against the law for the National Assembly Service Commission to whatsoever fix or determine or allocate remuneration, allowances, salaries, emoluments, and monetary values to members of the National Assembly. That's another angle to this whole money being given, being budgeted. Hello, good morning to you.
God bless you, my man.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us this Monday morning. How you doing?
Ogachi Dalu
Oy. Good morning to you.
You can greet the man who share measure.
All right.
You calculate share the money concern about lawmakers. The money they want to give them. Honestly, all depends person and in the kind of person where we live for after all, so that they will calculate and know the way they will share the money. Because that's all what I say.
maybe if you carry somebody when suggest something, when look organize things, look at the kind of money they bring, they will share. Without it, our refinery big GD. Our refinery now is just they never did refinery since the since the 1950 on with Nigeria independence. We've been built a refinery. They can't build this refinery. Look at the kind of money my say no you. We know the kind of money these people want to hear. Even 8 billion people, people are their statement, not the other people.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
The thing is, I'm very mind. Are you understand what I say?
I'm getting
I'm not
you.
like the kind of the way Nigeria is living this time around. I don't understand it.
All right.
God bless you so much.
Thank you. Bless you too. Just to also put things in order to also let you know that the money, according to the Senate, will not be given to them in cash. It's an appropriation that this is the amount we're budgeting for National Assembly. And the National Assembly came out through the spokesperson to the upper chamber, Yemi Adaramodu, Senator. He said that it will be used for furniture, just to furnish their offices, which is not in good shape, especially for the new lawmakers, that some of the senators came in with their personal belongings like printers, like the chairs, the tables, because things are not looking all good in the National Assembly. Just to put it in the right perspective, it's not the money that is coming from maybe a bank and it will be shared to the members of the National Assembly. All right, that's it about that. And I hope I'll be able to enlighten you also on that. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My comment is about the tribunal PDP.
Yes. Abia PDP versus Labour Party and Alex Oti. Okay. Can you change your location? Your line is breaking, please.
Is it breaking?
Yes, it's better now. Go on.
Better now.
Yes.
So I think let them go and let them go and I think they have remained opposition even forever in this Abia state. It's not all about OT or what. It's all about the people of Abia state. They have rejected the PDP. Unless they change with another name in the next dispensation, their game is over in this Abia state. That's what I want to say. Let them go and rest. I put the man alone to work.
Thank you. What's your name, please?
My name is Andy.
Andy from Port Harcourt Road, right?
From Osusu.
Okay, from Osusu. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
That the antics is all over.
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you. I'm so particular about getting names today because we're planning something for the regular callers. That's why I'm putting down the names. Pastor Uche John, Don William, Engineer Undu Casey, Mazi, Comrade Ferguson, Uche Mo, Engineer Adidax, Chionye from Ubakala, Chidalu, and D from Osusu. Okay. I won't let the cat out of the bag yet, but I'll keep compiling the names for the program. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
My name is...
Your voice is low, please.
Okay, my name is Azuka.
Okay, thank you.
I'm commenting on the money about 7.7 billion naira.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the kind of money they recommended to Chiwakaribu. He said that he knows what is good for the Nigerians, for themselves, to spend. What is really very fine for the masses. Most can think of their own personal interest. I said to the refinery, That's what the last speaker said formally, is good. Using that electric money to repair our refinery is really far better. And you go to that refinery, you find out that some of the refineries are doing a total problem. The people work out there, they're trying to do something not good again. That's not for that refinery. Yet it is a find nothing that's going to that refinery. So if you use that electric money to work the refinery, we can achieve the great thing. Then you come down. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. What's your name, please?
My name is Azuka.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Hello, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, this is Apostle Joe.
All right, Apostle.
Yeah, have you seen why some of our senators and House of Members, House Rep, we no longer have trust on them? Based on what the son, what do you call his name?
Femi
Falana said that what the senators are planning to do is illegal. Now, if the people that we elected to make our laws do things that are illegal, don't you think that they are not supposed to be there? So I think what they are trying to do to allocate to themselves millions of billions, 10 billion naira or more than that, I think it's unfair. And they are now planning to share 80,000 to each family for 6 months. How do they think that 8,000 can be enough for a family, even for a month? Because I know how much I spend in my own family just for a week, which that 8,000 cannot even be enough for even few days in my family. So I think they should go back and rethink if they are supposed to be there or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Apostle, for sharing your thoughts with us. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Good morning.
God bless you. This
Thank
is
you.
Pastor Enyimba. I'm calling from Enyimba.
All right, Pastor.
I just want to let the PDP know that their time in Abia State has come. And they're supposed to leave this man that Abia people voted to work, to do the work that God wants him to do in Abia State. And everybody are praying for him. And we have started seeing new things happening. So let there be no distraction. And coming to the federal lawmakers, I just want to say that even if the money is coming from the bank or not in the bank or whatever, as you have explained, I don't see it as a good reason to spend such amount for the furnishing of the offices of the lawmakers. Why the masses are suffering? Look at what is happening in the society. How much can you use now to take care of your family? Your children going to school, other things, without nothing to show for it. So spending that money for the furnishing of the offices, as I'm talking to you, I am not in support of that. So God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you, Pastor. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Pastor Enyimba from Osisioma is not in support of that appropriation by the National Assembly. And to the National Assembly, 70 billion, 40 billion, 110 billion. Okay. That's a lot of money. Anyways, very soon we head straight to the Facebook page. Hello, good morning to you.
Chidi.
All right, Oga Chidi.
From Abai.
You're welcome. How you doing this
Down
morning?
the memory lane. In arguing what is happening at the other states of assembly.
Yes.
People should focus their eyes on alliance and coalition government.
Okay.
That is where they should base the argument. Then on the money palliatives given to the citizens of Nigeria. You see, the lawmakers are belittling themselves before the outside world. This 8,000, I think it's less than $15 a month, which means that the income per capita of the people they are ruling is $15. How can they stand tall before the outside world and say they are ruling well? If they are attending World Summit on economics, will now go to propose what will lead those countries to earn $15 a month. They're only degrading themselves and showing the penury level their citizens have fallen into. And for them to increase their salary without minding the poverty level of the people they are ruling means that people will continue to fight and die in order to become parliamentarians, because it's the only way out to become wealthy in Nigeria. And if this is the trend, sorry for this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ogachidi from Abai. Let me run through the messages now on the Facebook page. Cosmas EJZ says, good morning. Federal government releasing 8,000 naira to poor Nigerians as palliative should be used to fix our dilapidated roads and restore power generation, including the outdated refineries into use. Please only tell them we are not beggars. Papa Ijima, son of Umbano, says I should tell the federal government that we are not beggars. Onyekachi Brayo Brain. The blame game on non-compliance by the House of HOS. That's what you wrote here. What's HOS now? By the HOS and the treasurers of local government. Okay, head of service and treasurers of local government is laughable. Okay, if government is sincere, they should suspend the treasurers for non-compliance of government directives. I concur with Wale because Christians and Muslims observe their holidays except traditionalists. Okay. Ngozi Dana Ross, I can only intervene in the assembly crisis if invited. He might be right or he's right. We all know if two people are fighting, if you are not invited, the table may turn back. Ngozi. Okay. She says the PDP challenging Governor Oti NYC letter, the tribunal should be thrown into the trash in no hold water. Obi Kubana pays visit to Governor Alex Oti to set up business in Aba is a welcome development. We need more of them here. It will create employment. Michael Oni Urok. Okay, thank you, Ngozi. Pabilito Enyimba thank you Pabilito. Comrade Elijah she alafia ni yawo rewa mi oti ni yawo Comrade Elijah. So please, I want to ask, why is it our lawmakers who should as a matter of state to our economy should cut down the cost of governance instead of what they are increasing by rate, making move to secure 70 billion naira for repairs of furniture? This is totally unacceptable. Talking about bad sports in Aba, the Ehi Road by Adaze received its own part last Friday, but I don't know those that took care of it. But for now, it is motorable. That's good. Okay. Deposit at the right place. They should also stop dumping refuse in the gutters. That's coming from Pabilito. James Undubisi says, keep up the good work. Thank you. Iheke Andrew, the refuse from Obingwa town planning Umukalika is now blocking the road. Up to 3 weeks now, nothing has been done. I'm going to read that again. The refuse from Obingwa town planning Umukalika is now blocking the road. Up to 3 weeks now, nothing has been done. I hope those in charge, ASAPA is listening to take care of that. Simeon Onyeji, 70 billion naira to 1,000 plus lawmakers and 8,000 for 12 million poor Nigerians. Tinubu, okay, we've done this. Eze Chidu Bender, keep up the good work, thank you. Nwa Bossa, thank you. Milord Aki, well done. A cup of local rice is 200 naira per day. 12 million Nigerians per month. 200 naira per day. Joe Prince says, Mike, good morning. PDP, I saw the message yesterday and I made it clear to them that we are not complaining about that, and I thank them for letting us know about it. Let them go and sleep. Who know Okeaiwe before Mike, please tell him, let him look for something better. Eze Ebuna for call me Fino. Okay, Fino, how you doing? Prince Chimobi says, I want to advise our governors that around us that the state is doing something for their workers over the removal of fuel subsidy, and he has not done anything to cushion the suffering of Abia workers over the removal of fuel subsidy. I want to know why local government workers have not received a dime since he assumed office, even though they received allocation from the federal government. Or did he want to use the same pattern the past government used to rob Peter and pay Paul? Last week you said they received their salary before 14th. Up till now, nothing. All right. Samuel Osita. Governorship candidates of Labour Party in Enugu withdraw. No, it is Abgao, not governorship. Not Labour Party. His case for Peter Mba is a welcome development. And as for PDP in Abia, please help me tell them to go and rest. By next election, all of them will fall, and nobody will find. Okay, my Osita Osai from Ungaro. Thank you. Munachi Motingba is also watching on YouTube. Thank you for joining us there on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Enyimba TV. Okay. Agunwa Ahamba, how you doing? He celebrated his birthday last week and he said he accused us on our Facebook page that we didn't celebrate him. So we celebrated you. Thank you. So he said the local government treasurers have refused to obey the screening process is nothing to show that they know those who are ghost salary earners. I have seen the newly ASEPA refuse dump the receptacle bucket at some point. Then Michael, we are swimming ocean here in Osisioma by Agalaba. That road that leads to Eke Akpara Market. Please let the government come to our aid. Zuo Suji says, okay, Mike, putting a new bucket for refuse is a good idea. Please let them keep the timing tight. It is necessary. Uche Sahako from Urata. Dato Montessori, 40,000 naira minimum wage for the IMO workers is not good enough considering the cost of living. Igwe Kalu, please, local government, hasten up in order to receive your salary. Chidi Ebube, Michael, is there any update about ABIPC and Labour Party? Have they withdrawn their case? No, their case is still very much in court. It's still very much in court. Okay, Frank Ebuta Elisha, good morning. The 70 billion naira for the House of Assembly is a lot of money considering the economic condition of the country. This is encouraging high cost in governance. Okay, Chukwu Zoma, thank you. He said I'm looking good, thank you. Okay, Jennifer, Peter, please, ASEPA dropping waste buckets is a welcome development. God bless them for that. But I suggest that they should also apply some forces that will monitor the place, because despite the buckets, some people will still be dumping refuse on the road, especially the roadside traders. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, to our notice. Okoro John, if you link in the list of names calling, remember those who drop messages. Okay, dropping messages on Facebook. Okay, thank you, Okoro John, for bringing that up. We're planning a symposium, and should I let it go? No, not yet, but before the end of the week I will do that. I promise you. All right, we are one family here. Okay, let me run through the topics under the topics that the comments under the topics that were listed there for you on the Facebook page. Frank Elisha says the 70 billion naira for the National Assembly is a lot of money considering the economic condition of Nigeria. This is encouraging high cost of governance. Engineer Ndubisi Madukwe, Cubana opening a business in Aba is a welcome development only if it is something that will benefit the masses and not for interest of some persons as usual. Emeka Baron, Imo State should be careful. Anything that will bring that man back, they should avoid it. Hope has done more harm than good. Henry Onoha, if Governor Oti is waiting for when the assembly members will invite him to intervene, the crisis may cost him his office. So he should wake up now for his own good. Uoma Chigozie Lazarus, 70 billion naira for less than 500 persons for furniture and Guinea. This is unreasonable, inconsiderate, insensitive, and everything negative towards the Nigerian people. Meanwhile, does it mean that NOLGE members are only owed for 2 months? What's going on again with salary in Abia? We hope things won't fall apart more than it was before. Franklin Vane, PDP is just embarking on an unfruitful mission with the petition against Oti in the court. The case of Oti is different from that of Peter Mba of Enugu State. PDP is dead in Abia. Tinubu just preparing for a rerun with the recent actions in APC as the chairman resigns. He wants to hijack the party structure before the tribunal sacks him. He already threatened the peace of the nation, judiciary sacking him based on 25%. In FCT, Chile Edwin, Governor Hope Uzodinma has done well for the workers as other governors should emulate him. Ngozi Diana Rose, Facebook and WhatsApp no follow. I beg no apply federal government palliative measure. They only talk about civil servants and not all citizens. All right. Joseph Godswill, ASEPA begins waste disposal in Aba and Umahia is a welcome development. Emmy Bright, changing furniture at the present state of this country. Let them go ahead with their looting. This is Tinubu renewed hope. Chinedu Mokafo, 70 billion palliative for lawmakers is now for repairs and furniture. Which way Nigeria? Palliative in Nigeria is a looting strategy to circulate money meant for the vulnerable in the private pockets of political cabals. Tinubu's lawyers should allow the tribunal judges to decide whose evidence is worthless. Chile Edwin, the federal government palliative is a misplaced priority as this money should be used
to purchase luxurious buses to be distributed across the states, or use it to fix our roads for the people to have seamless access to their destinations. All right, those are the messages on the Facebook page. I do appreciate you for joining us this morning. Yeah, we're done. That's it. That's one. Iboko Chidi, your message just dropped. 70 billion is big for National Assembly members. Federal government should use the 8K palliative for the masses. Please, we need ASEPA bucket in Urata Junction. Thank you for joining us. The program returns tomorrow, of course, with another lineup. Every day we have different issues. And today, the House of Reps will screen the service chiefs. The Senate already screened the service chiefs. Thank you so much for joining us. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Stay out of trouble and keep the dial locked right here on Enyimba FM. We still have wonderful and interesting programs lined up for you. David and Confidence will return. We've got good music lined up for you till about 11. David will be here till 12. With Confidence, and Amara will resume with the news at midday, and from there we throttle down till later in the evening with the sports. Precious will definitely do justice to the latest in the world of sports. Have a great day. My name is Michael Oni.